Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make game controller and UI controller. First we need to create a game controller script. Create some variables like score and game modes. Well, as you can see, everything is static, so you can make the whole class static too. But in this case, I want to create a game controller object with some buttons in inspector to do something. So I use mono behavior. You need tags to be consistent, so define all tags here for later use. I realize this initializer function is garbage. In initialize, tell the bird that ground and pie are deadly. Display to test and errors appear. So ground and pie tags are not defined. You can define them manually, but I'm not gonna do those silly actions. Let's go back to game controller and create a function to define tags for you. First, we need a button to trigger that function in Inspector. Remember, tags can only be modified in Editor. Before adding any tag, you have to load the Tag Manager in Project Settings folder. Then clear all custom tags and apply that change. Next step is checking. If the tag you want to add does not match any default tag, then add it to custom tag array. As you can see, the code is self-explaining. And finally, apply change to Tag Manager. This is default tags, no ground or pie here. You can add tag, but just hit refresh now, and every tag appears. Test again. The bird's still alive because we didn't give a ground object ground tag. And the bird normally die now. Back to game controller. Create a setup function that prepare everything before game start. Remember to name everything as clear as you can, so you don't get confused later. Create some button to test. Setup. Then start game. The bird fall, but no game over appears. This is because the bird die action not linked to game over, so let's link them in initialize function. Well, in the last video I created an on dead action in the bird, but it seems like it's a private, so let's try and make it public. Now when the bird die, game over will be fired. You can see the game over message is printed. Game controller is almost done. Let's go to the next part, UI controller. Create a canvas. You need a canvas to put UI elements into. If you are making a complex UI system, don't put everything in one canvas, because when an element inside a canvas changed, every other element inside that canvas will be updated too. In early stage of making game, you should make sure every basic things work nice before going to polish them. Create text with TextMate Pro for better quality. Let's create UI controller and define all elements. Well, the button will fall and die at start. Let's eliminate this problem. It's easy. Just set the game to remote when our initialize function happened. Look, this is the start screen. Back to UI controller. I'm gonna create some show functions to handle menus, visibility, and some edit button to test. You might wonder why I draw inspector here. It's because I want an easy way to access and test private member. And I don't have to swap between editor script and runtime script for a simple class like this. Look at what I'm reading. It's pretty straightforward sentence. The meaning is when you hit a button, on-click will be fired, and it will execute all listeners that have been added via add listener function. The last thing in this video is the touch input part. Create an image as target to receive touch events. Make sure to enable raycast target in image object. You can set alpha to 0, but this time I leave it some transparency for visibility. Turn off all unnecessary raycast target for better performance. Unity will send event data through the interface. For tap and symbol swipe action, 3 pointer events is enough. Use up or assisted flag to make sure every down action only results in one swipe action. Add turn functions in 3D mode and remove them in 2D mode. Everything is in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you later. You can eliminate the UI freely without breaking the game logic.